react to Charlie Kirk's assassination with, I'm done with all leftists. I'm not going to tolerate anything from them anymore. I'm not going to talk to them, this or that. Again, I understand that. And to an extent, I'm doing that too. Like, I'm not going to go out of my way to hang out with someone who celebrated Charlie Kirk's death. Not not in an attempt to change culture to the far right where we have zero tolerance for any other ideas, because I don't think that's what America is about. It's not what it was founded about. In fact, what Charlie Kirk was doing exactly what the founding fathers did all the time. They debated, they discussed, they wanted to get their point of view across because they thought it was right. And I don't really want to become the person who just shifts to the far right and only talks to people on the right, because one, I don't think that's entertaining. I think it you're only going to get a small group of people wanting to listen to your podcast or what you have to say. And also, I don't think it's terribly interesting just to hear people who agree with each other call the other side stupid all the time. I think it's interesting to hear the ideas. And also, if I want to be a net positive, and I do, I need to not shut out the other half. And so what I was thinking, because I told you I had that leftist musician comment on my Charlie Kirk post, basically trying to justify his death. And my first instinct, my natural instinct, was to begin insulting him and demonizing him. But then I collected my thoughts and I talked to him as if he hasn't done anything wrong to me, as if he just has an idea. And that, man, that's really hard to do. I know you've encountered that before, where your first instinct is wrath. And you know what? Wrath is a sin. We forget there's only seven deadly sins, and wrath is one of them. So I'm trying. I want to try to lean more Charlie Kirk than Gavin McGinnis. And they both have a place. I listen to far right conversations all the time. I think they're helpful for me because they help me understand why they think that, and also if I think they're doing something bad, I can comment on that. But if I don't know what they're doing, I can't comment on that. So, long story short, I guess I would love to have a leftist on the show. The problem is a lot of the leftists right now, they assume, since I am on the right, I'm clearly on the right. I'm not like proud of it, but if an objective person took, just looked at my social media feeds and stuff, they'd be, oh, he's on the right. Like, yeah, I get it. But I think that they would assume that if they come on here, all I'm going to do is make them look dumb or yell at them or accuse them of things. And I could do that, and it would probably be fun, but I would much rather have them on here so we could have logical discussions. And I think that's the only way you're going to change them, because if the far right now, they want to intimidate them into silence. They don't want them to have jobs. They don't want them to have platforms to speak. You'll never ever change them. In fact, that's how you get more Antifa. That's how you get, like, man, they would be impressed or oppressed in that situation. That's literal oppression. Society won't let me talk, won't let me work. That ain't the answer, man. So I'm more. If you know someone on the left that wants to discuss something, let them know. We'll bring them on the show. I'm fairly certain we can do a three screen thing here if you want to do that. I'm all for it.
Right.